Hey guys, Jessica here. So today we're going to talk about what is a primary pump. So the term primary pump is actually, there's no standard definition of it. It gets used several different ways. So we're going to talk about the different meanings and then how you can take that information and use it for your own pumping journey. So a primary pump, what we mean is that is a pump that is intended to be used routinely. It is something that you can use multiple times a day, and it has a proven track record for sustaining and driving supply. So it's a tool that we can use. And there are lots of breast pumps that are primary pumps. So just here behind me, you can see the Synergy Gold, you can see the Medela Lactina. Those are primary pumps. There's the Ardo Calypso, that's also a primary pump. The most common primary pump we see on the market is actually the Spectra S1, S2. This one here is the S2 that doesn't have the battery. The S1 is blue and does have a battery. So part of the reason that these are considered primary pumps is one, they have durable motors, they have a proven track record, and they have a lot of customizable settings. And what that means is that not everybody's body needs the same thing. So some people need low suction, low speed. Some people need high suction, high speed. Some people need low suction, high speed. There's lots of different variation. These pumps have the ability to change the settings so that we can get that customized setting for your body. So these are pumps that we use when we're trying to bring in a supply, when we're trying to bring a supply that's dropped for whatever reason up. These are pumps with that proven track record so that we can use them for that. Now, does that mean that every pump that has that proven track record is going to have, 60 plus settings is kind of the common definition we see? No, because two of the portable pumps that we see on the market that get treated as primary pumps are the Baby Buddha 2.0 and the Pumpables Genie Advanced. Those do not actually meet the definition. They don't have oversized motors. They do actually have shorter motor life. A Spectra is rated for at least 1,500 hours. We routinely see them last 2 to 3,000. Some of the newer ones are not lasting quite as long because I do think Spectra drops some quality, but for the most part, we're talking an exclusively pumping full journey. The Baby Buddha 2.0 and the Pumpable Genie Advance, they both have under 1,000 hour motor life, but they have a good warranty. So we don't really worry about that because if something happens to your motor, you just get it replaced. Not that big of a deal. But those two in particular, I'm calling out with this definition is because we know that lots of moms respond really favorable to the programming they do have, but they also share this additional feature that allows them to be used as primary pumps. And that's the fact that we can customize the parts that you're using to raise and lower the suction on these pumps. So even though these pumps, Baby Buddha has 20 some settings, Pumpable Genie Advance, it's a little bit higher, but it's going to be less than 40. And even within those 40, we're still talking about 20 functional settings. So no, they don't meet that 60 plus definition. But what they do have is that ability to be tweaked. And because they are so widespread and we know how to tweak it, we know what setups are going to increase suction, which ones are going to decrease it, we can use that pump in such a variety of ways. And so many moms respond favorably to the programming on those two pumps that we have the ability to use them, even for a mom who is pump dependent, and to use them 6, 8, 10 times a day and have them hold up to the task. Whereas, like an Amita Maya Joy, that is not a primary pump. And it has nothing to do with the number of settings and everything to do with the fact that moms just do not respond as favorably to that pump. So we cannot typically use that as a exclusively pumping pump. Another small motor that I do see success with is the Ardo Alyssa. That one does actually have a wide range of settings, but we're actually using a very narrow band on that pump for most moms that are responding well to it. But again, it's that ability to pair it with other parts and kind of tweak it to get what we need for a large number of moms. So a primary pump is one that can drive a supply. It's one that if you use it for every pump session, should not be harming your supply. That is also a key point in this whole discussion is that if it doesn't matter if you are somebody who does not respond to this pump, it does not matter that you are using this pump and that so many people can use it exclusively and drive a supply. If you do not respond to this pump has the ability to tank your supply. So even though it is a primary pump, it could do harm to your supply. That's why there's no such thing as an answer to the question, what is the best breast pump out there? Because there is no best breast pump. It's the best breast pump that's going to work for your body. And we can typically figure that out. But again, if you are a brand new mom, you're coming in, you haven't had your baby yet, we have no data on how breastfeeding is going to go for you. We're going to tend to recommend one of our heavier duty known strong performers so that we have that tool available to us should we run into issues with the milk supply. So even though smaller pumps like the Baby Buddha 2.0, the Pumpable Genie Advance, sometimes the Arto Alyssa can function as portable pump or as primary pumps, they're not going to be something that we're going to recommend to a new mom just starting out as like a guaranteed success because we could run into issues and we may not have that ability to tweak for her or to get the information we need to tweak it. So we always want to start with our most reliable tools and then move to our most convenient tools that also meet the need. But we have to start at that heavy duty one in order to meet that need. So if you're looking for a primary pump, what we're looking for is a known strong performer. Hopefully that helps make some sense of that question and the reason that you hear so many different answers and it's because so many people are trying to assign a specific definition to it when the definition is really just it's one that we know works and it works for a large number of people and it's known to be able to support a pump dependent parent. So hopefully that helps and happy pumping.